You bald-headed demon. You bald-headed demon.
Our engineer told us not to make this video. Fortunately for LaRussell, this ain't about him.
Yeah, because we will be banned once I'm through with him.
This is about
a different type of idiot. Specifically,
a community of idiots, if you will.
Red
Pill. Netflix dropped a documentary made by Louis Theroux. He wanted to dive deep into the Manosphere and see what's wrong with it.
The way he doesn't even have to do a deep dive. You could just look at it at face value and just, oh, there's something wrong with them niggas.
He paid 4 visits to 4 different faces of the Manosphere. Now, for any of y'all that you know, go outside, you're like, what's the Manosphere? What is that?
Basically, a community of toxic men who just spew misogyny. Everything is about money with them. They want multiple girlfriends, multiple wives, think women are hoes, et cetera, et cetera.
But they put a blanket over that and convince men we have the tools of what you need to do to better yourselves as a man.
Just listen to us.
Just listen to us.
You'll be fine.
We're gonna help you. We're gonna give you the tools to be high value men by feeding into your insecurities.
Yep. Go to the gym because you fat. Get your money up. So we're gonna teach you how to trade.
I'm gonna teach you how to make more money by making you buy my course.
They wanna become that guy. They wanna become him. And unfortunately, they, like you said, they feed off these guys' insecurities. And
there's a bunch of young men right now that are upset that they don't get enough girls, that they don't have the physique that they think they should have at a certain age. And these red pill dudes see what they're insecure about, and instead of giving them proper advice and telling them to go to therapy,
they tell them how to become worse.
Yes. They're like, no, you're right to hate women. You're right to feel like you don't have value because you don't. And here's why. And here's what you're doing wrong.
There's no amount of weights you can pump, squats you can do. You're gonna be a loser.
Stocks you can buy.
You're still gonna be a fucking loser.
I hate to break it to you. If you
were a loser before you started doing this shit, you're gonna be a loser after.
Yeah.
Like. You need to look from within, sir. You don't need to go look towards another man to figure out what's wrong with yourself.
Getting 6 figures didn't unlame you. But the 4 people Leroux decided to do this little experiment on was a man named Harrison Sullivan, aka HS
Tiki Toki.
Justin Waller. Of 3rd was a pretty well-known idiot, Myron Gaines, co-star of Fresh and Fit. And then Sneeko.
God, that is a nightmare blunt rotation. That is a satanic blunt rotation.
Now, HS was probably the biggest villain in the documentary. But yeah, HS was a very unhinged person because he tells you straight out the gate what he does is just for money.
Yep.
Doing it for money. I don't care about the morality of it. I'm not living for other people. I'm living for myself.
And he's very he loves to say how sex work is an abomination and OF girls are the devil and all that shit.
But guess what he did?
He bought an agency that promotes sex work.
Promotes OnlyFans girls. Because that makes sense, right?
Yeah. I hate this thing that you do, but
I'm gonna invest in it because it'll make me money. He has a problem that women are making money off of their own accord.
Yep. HS stands for hypocritical shit. Because that's all he does.
That's literally all, that's his whole shtick.
That's all he does throughout the documentary.
You're homophobic.
I'm not homophobic.
It's not.
I have a gay mate.
But you said that if you had a son and he was gay, you'd disown him.
That's not homophobic.
No, that's literally the definition.
That's textbook homophobia.
Yeah.
Throwing your kid out the house because they're gay.
Like, what?
That's literally what a homophobic parent would do.
And his mom his
is the reason.
goofy ass mom
Is the reason.
You know that your views don't align with your son's, but you still gonna defend him.
Something just hit me. Shoot. Are you mixed race?
She had this moment where she tried to call out Louis and be like, "You're exploiting my son by filming this documentary."
Your son is exploiting his own self.
Your son is exploiting Louis simultaneously, actually, because I don't think you understand the financial difference a documentary filmmaker makes versus
some streamer
that's monetizing the moment they wake up. They're not on the same playing field when it comes to monetization, madam. The exploitation is instant for HS.
Yeah. One had to go to school to do this.
Whatever he makes from this documentary ain't gonna be the same as what they make in a week.
Like, these people are paying him to tell the filmmaker certain things, or paying him to insult these people, insult him. Like, they don't understand.
There's a group of and Manosphere audience is mostly children. It's mostly just
tweens, teens, and maybe some like 20-year-olds, early 20-year-olds.
Yes, definitely underdeveloped brains. Even developed brains that just didn't mature.
Yep.
Because most of the Manosphere dudes are past 30 and just giving you the most 15-year-old ass advice. It's toxic and it's stupid.
Misogynistic. It's a mess.
Yeah, so HS's all his camera time was just him, just hypocrisy after hypocrisy.
And he thought he had a gotcha moment with the filmmaker because somebody in his chat was like, ask him about Israel.
Ask him about Jimmy Savile.
Like that was all he was so stuck on.
You think he's a controversial character, so you're making money off the back of it, and that's all your programs are.
Even with your mate Jimmy Savile.
Even
with your good mate Jimmy Savile, mate. Savile's your daddy, the Jew's your daddy, you know it. I don't give a fuck.
Lewis made a documentary with Jimmy Savile back in 2000, but he didn't know Jimmy was an abuser. He didn't know he was a predator.
But because he worked with him, that's it. Like, that's all he kept reiterating. Like, oh, you were with this man who did this to women.
Actually,
and it's like he didn't know that he was doing that to women at the time.
In fact, once he found out Jimmy was a predator,
cut off that relationship.
Not only did he cut it off, he made a documentary 16 years later about how I should have seen these red flags when I was conducting business with this individual. So he's repented publicly about his association with this person. So you can't be like, oh, that's why you're friends with predators, so you can't talk to me about the predatory behavior I engage in. He even mentions it when HS was trying to like Uno reverse him. He was just like, actually a lot of the Manosphere behavior I see is Jimmy Savile coded.
Do you know what? I get Jimmy Savile energy from some of the Manosphere figures.
But he didn't get to let that out because HS is now redirecting it on him. Like, see, you're controlled by the Jews. You're controlled by Savile. Savile's your daddy. The Jews.
Just a bunch of foolishness coming out of his mouth at this point.
Her name is Therese, and she goes into detail about what HS and just the Manosphere in general engages in. It is this strategy. It's an abusive strategy called DARVO. Yes. And here's what it stands for: deny, attack, reverse, victim, and offend. And this is a manipulative tactic that was created and discovered by a woman named Jennifer Freed. And this was like way back in the day when domestic abuse was like a really big problem amongst men and women. So the DARVO effects that Jennifer realized, she noticed that this is a pattern that every abuser engages in when they get confronted and try to get held accountable for their actions. They deny, they reverse, they're doing all this, and then they try to be the victim. It stops being about what they did and more about how they feel for being confronted about being a piece of shit. And Manosphere men engage in DARVO every time. So definitely give that video a watch. She goes into way more detail about it. It's a beautiful watch. Subscribe to her shit and subscribe to us. But the next person he's talking to is Justin. Justin Waller is a white man, born from Louisiana.
The accent.
He's a Andrew Tate variant / sidekick. He was very close to the Tates and affiliated with them a lot. He was a big endorser of their site.
He is in Miami. He got a giant penthouse and that he don't even live in, really.
Now, the money he's earned on his own accord is from a steel building company that he started. So once he started making that, high value money, he wanted to step into that persona of the Manosphere. He wanted to look like an important figure. He wanted to be that main character, which is why he would affiliate with idiots like the Tate brothers and Fresh and Fit.
Yep.
And he came from a very broken family.
Yeah, his mom was a fucking arsonist. Would try to burn the house down multiple times to get insurance money.
Daddy wasn't around, all that. So he has a very bitter trust when it comes to women and their motives.
Yep.
And he felt like it was just easier for him to be blatantly honest to the women he's around. Like, hey, you my wife, but I'm gonna have multiple bitches.
Even though they're not even actually married. He's just calling her wife.
But he decides to show his wife and his 2 kids on the documentary.
Yeah.
His wife is pregnant, stays in the house, and is just doing all the dutiful housewife duties. Gave up a well-paid job
as an X-ray technician to be a trad wife. We truly hate to see it.
And she just cosplaying as a trad wife.
She ain't even a wife.
Legally,
she ain't even a wife.
they are not legally married. And
They are boyfriend and girlfriend.
By the way,
Yeah.
I didn't bring the state into it.
This part was so awkward because after that, her whole body language changes when he says that.
Cosplaying as husband and wife.
Yes.
And when she found out that they weren't married by the state, she double-tailed like, wait, what you mean?
I'm like, why are you shocked? You would have to sign a paper, a license, stating that you are married in a courthouse.
And that requires,
so why are you shocked
Yeah.
that you're not actually married?
That requires both y'all to be there. I can't speak on my wife's behalf.
They find the dumbest women on purpose. Literally.
And not only do they find the dumbest women, they find the most damaged women.
Yep.
Because she spoke about, her dating history and how a lot of men would just cheat on her and lie to her.
It was this idea of one-way monogamy.
My previous relationship that I was in before him, I was lied to a lot. And so my biggest thing with him was like, honestly, I can take the truth.
Oh, honey.
And what she thought made Justin different was that
because he told her that he's gonna cheat on her.
And that's why I felt like our
dynamic is different.
Our arrangement,
he told me
yeah.
that he was going to go see multiple women.
But she also doesn't want to know any of the details. She actually wants to stay in the dark. So nothing changed. If you want to pretend nothing's happening, how's that different than how you were treated in the past?
She in a one-sided, not ethically, non-monogamous relationship.
The difference is he's just rich.
Yes.
It's an evil world we live in.
Ever since the Tates have been on house arrest and going through all these court hearings and been exposed and being charged for sex trafficking and abusing women, Justin really doesn't have a leg to stand on. He doesn't have any more coattails to ride on because
nope. All his daddies are gone.
Only reason you knew who this motherfucker was because of them.
Yep. So.
Hell, this documentary was the most recent thing I heard from him.
This was the first I'm hearing from him. I've never heard of this guy until this documentary.
Man, I remember when he pulled up and we met Lewis for the first time. The first thing Justin does is offend Lewis about his car. Talking about that's a broke man car right there. What that got to? Okay, But that's what Manosphere men like to do. They like to attack the pockets because they know the men that they inspire and are connecting with connects money with personality.
Yep.
They know like, oh, if I look rich, I'll look important. I'll feel important.
And it's crazy because all that money you have can be gone in an instant. So talking down on other people about their pockets is crazy. Like he was dropping how much on that penthouse in Miami? A month?
It was 20K. It was 20K.
Yeah, so
Just dropping 20K.
I wouldn't be too quick to talk shit about somebody else's pockets when your own pockets is gonna run dry.
There are people struggling to make 20K a year, and you dropping that
a month on a penthouse you don't even live in.
You barely visit, yeah, because he's got a penthouse.
But he also has a house
out of Louisiana with his family. So like, well,
the one in Miami is just kind of just there
for his bitches.
Yeah, damn. It could, yeah.
Because
it's in Miami.
Because he's very honest about how he wants to live. You don't want it. You don't want the traditional nuclear family.
Right.
He wants y'all to behave. He wants his family to behave like a nuclear family, but he wants
to still be outside.
Do what he wants. Yeah. Our third contender.
This bald bitch who had to go to fucking Turkey to get a hairline and some hair. Period.
Myron Gaines, Amaru Fall. I'm pretty sure I butchered his actual government name, but yeah, Myron's not his real name, by the way.
Nope. Imagine wanting to be white that bad.
Notice with black dudes, they don't like doing that shit. White guys, we're all like, yeah, well, I said we. Yeah, well, not me.
Yeah, he's white. He's white, Justin. See, he's white.
I'm sorry, y'all. That genuinely took me out. I'm sorry.
So before Myron became a red pill idiot, he was a federal agent. Who wanted to venture out and do other things. You know, saving children wasn't enough. Doing something meaningful and protecting lives wasn't enough.
No, I want to spew misogyny.
But then he ran into his boy Walter, aka Fresh.
The one who got the prostitute pregnant?
Yes, the one who looks like the frog meme. The one who looks like those black raisins from those 90s commercials.
You did not just call him a California raisin. Fuck.
They joined forces and birthed
Fresh and Fit.
But now, Fresh and Fit currently is, you know, in the shithole.
Yeah, they done got banned from pretty much every site you can think of, except for what, Rumble?
Yeah, they most of their money is made on Rumble now. Now Walter has enough sense nowadays to just keep his head low and just keep his.
Nah, it's too late for you, nigga.
Well, hold on. It is too late for him, but he's been trying to keep his head low and keep his dumb comments in a much smaller scale. Myron, however,
he don't give a fuck.
He is loud and proud.
Again!
Yes. He is loud and proud about his stupidity to this day. He's actually gone full MAGA conservative.
Yep. Because that's where the money resides.
Myron is the one out of the two of them who is still very loud about his red pill talking points, about his misogyny.
Still hates women, still yelling at them, inviting them on, yelling at them, degrading them.
Yep, still yelling at black people, still yelling at Jewish people. Still saying being nice to a woman and caring about a woman's feelings and sexual desires is gay.
Not masculine.
It's not masculine to, you know, make a woman orgasm.
And they actually listening too.
And even though it's clearly rage bait, this man says a lot of gay things.
He does a lot of gay things.
He says and does.
Insert picture of him in bed with his friend.
I'm gonna make a whole compilation. Don't worry.
They keep saying I'm gay. They keep saying I'm gay.
The reason why you should never eat vagina.
You're gay! He's gay!
Is because women are inferior to men.
They keep saying I'm gay.
We never have sexual relationships, guys.
They keep saying I'm gay.
I don't do shit for the express pleasure of women.
They keep saying I'm gay.
Female vaginas are disgusting.
They keep saying I'm gay.
No women! No women!
They keep saying I'm gay.
Female attraction, guys, doesn't make sense.
That is the gayest thing I have ever heard.
But he is the next person Lewis decides to have a conversation with. Now, At the time of filming the documentary, Myron had a girlfriend, believe it or not. It was his first girlfriend ever at 35 years old, by the way.
We are not shocked.
Named Angie. So Angie is this pretty foreign Latina girl who...
Found in Fork Factory.
that Myron, was dating. And
who Myron bosses around and uses as a housekeeper.
As a secretary. Now, their dynamic was similar to Justin's. It's a one-sided monogamous relationship.
Because the filmmaker asked, like, how do you feel about him having multiple wives?
And Angie...
And she,
said, I don't know about all that. I don't know about that.
Talking about in the future that maybe there's a world where you would have more than one wife. Right?
She understands that. She knows that could potentially come down in the future.
What did you say about that?
I don't know.
I like it here. I love it here, actually. I love, I'm gonna go in the back and I'm gonna go clean.
And Lewis is catching, and again, Lewis is picking up on the body language. He's picking up on the patterns, and he's like, you don't...
So Myron...
So you don't think she's a little discouraged here and a little uneasy about what you're saying? It's like, no, she's fine.
And then Myron told her, can you go clean up back there? It's messy, and take the dog with you. Like, he didn't want her to speak, have her own voice, nothing. Like, go.
Because she's going to expose the truth.
And he does that with every woman, including the woman who books other women to come on the show to be degraded. Yeah. You raggedy bitch. You bird bitch.
So Myron has a pick-me assistant that recruits the women that they degrade on their shows. And Lewis wanted to talk to her and figure out, so what's the diet? How does these things operate here? What do you do? What's the applying process to get these women on the show? And she started saying too much.
Yeah, she explained the whole process, and then she got a text
from Myron in the other room,
and she immediately was like,
"I have to stop.
I can't talk to you no more.
I have to stop talking now.
Sorry."
So his operation is very, very shady, and we see right through it. We know. We know why you bring in specific women that are under 25.
Very specific. It's always the same archetype.
They under 25. They do sex work or IG modeling.
Yep. Music video vixen, whatever.
Allergic to a book. And that's the archetype they want to use to represent all women.
All women.
They want to push this narrative that there's this epidemic of women just ruining society.
But you still get the city girl, we outside type to come on your show.
Yep.
Bit of an overreaction, don't you think? You look like a whore.
You're teaching men avoid city girls, but invite city girls to the show.
Yep.
Avoid gold diggers, but
invite them
on the show. Avoid gold diggers, but don't pay attention to me and Fresh going on sugar daddy sites.
Woo!
It's a very do what I say, not as I do policy.
Yep.
In the red pill community.
It's so backwards. Nothing these people do makes sense.
Now, since the documentary, Myron and Angie are no longer together.
My girl went and got her a roller skater. She having the time of her life. They included a video of her roller skating in the documentary. My girl's smiling, using all 32s.
Yeah, man, they call him Rollerblade Rico. He's a shadow that just rolls out of nowhere, man. Smooth wheels, smoother game.
There's been an update with that, because she's not with that roller skater dude anymore. She's with a whole other man now in a much happier, healthier relationship since breaking up with Myron.
Oh, wow.
And we know this because she finally came forward to express her feelings.
Oh, what did she say?
So I want to address a few things. First of all, I never wanted to be part of any documentary whatsoever. I was never told. I was stupid enough to not read a contract before signing it.
Oh, honey.
And that's how I ended in that documentary. Anyways, I already been through a lot. I already went through therapy.
Oh, honey.
I am so blessed, and I am so thankful to say that I am in a new relationship where I don't have to worry about any of this, and it makes me feel so special, makes me so happy. I can finally say that I can see a future with somebody, and I'm so grateful that he can see a future with me.
She wanted out. She was not happy with the dynamic between her and Myron, and she said she said a lot by saying very little, because the way she would talk up her new man shows you everything Myron was not doing for her. After this documentary was put out, Myron thought he was going to have a gotcha moment, just like HS's dumbass, and be like, well, I have footage of everything they cut out in the documentary to prove that I'm not a bad guy. Myron does this thing where he says he has receipts, but
he doesn't have them?
No, his receipts...
What, make him look worse?
Make him look worse. His receipts actually support
what everybody's saying.
Yes.
What was his receipts?
So his receipts was showing the footage that Lewis cut out in the documentary of Angie talking up Myron when Lewis would ask her, how do you feel about Myron and how do you feel about the dynamic y'all have? Now, the things that they cut out is Angie saying he's a nice guy and he does a lot for me off camera. And Myron thought that was the proof to debunk the documentary. But buddy, it doesn't debunk anything because you and Angie aren't together.
And she's in a whole new relationship that she talks up. And
if you showing us footage about how she's saying how nice you are isn't shown, even if it was shown, all that would do was prove Lewis's suspicion
that she's just forced to say this shit.
That she's lying. So that if anything, you just prove Lewis's point even more. Because again, y'all ain't together anymore. And she's come forward about how she's in a much healthier relationship. So you being like, well, she said I was nice because she had to.
Like, that's how abusive relationships work.
You can't be like, okay, so you got footage of me robbing the place, but you didn't get the footage of me being told good morning by the security guard. Like, well, who says good morning to a robber? Like, bitch, that doesn't mean you didn't. That doesn't mean you didn't do the crime. You weird. And you,
oh my God.
And you weird for trying to put Angie in front of us to make it look like you have this solid relationship with, like, yeah, she knows her place because she packs condoms in my suitcase so I can fuck women when I go travel. She knows what it is as long as I provide and give her money. Nigga, that was a lavender relationship.
Yeah, she absolutely was the beard.
Finally getting a girlfriend at 35 years old and never touching her.
Sir, it's time to just come on out. It's okay.
Yeah, I mean, you're already conservative, so you're halfway there.
I know his grinder was booming when he went to that RNC.
Ooh, but yeah, it's his downfall since even before the documentary has been pretty funny to watch.
It has. It has.
He's still blaming feminism for everything. And now he's blaming the Jews for everything.
Like, sir, what women and Jewish people got to do with you being a whole fucking weirdo? They didn't make you a weirdo, nigga. You made yourself a weirdo by being weird.
Like, listen, you were a dork that liked playing Xbox when you were 12, and girls weren't checking for you, and you haven't let that go.
Damn.
You're pushing 40 and
as all the men in the manosphere. Go to therapy and let it the fuck go.
Well, therapy is beta, and that's not master.
That's right. You're right.
In fact,
they don't believe in therapy.
In fact, they don't believe in depression. Yeah, there were two fans of Justin Waller that wanted to show love to him, and they were speaking about how Justin inspired them to like be better men and go get it, because Justin was very big on telling men they're born without value, but women are born with beauty and privilege.
Mm-hmm. And these red pill bops, the ugliest men I've probably ever seen.
Because they believe that shit. They believe that, you know, men have a disadvantage the moment they're born, and women have all the advantage the moment they're born. Mind you, there are cultures where if you're born a woman, you get thrown in a goddamn dumpster.
But they believe in this shit. They over here working out and, oh, I don't believe in depression and blah, blah, blah. And this bop, he's talking about, my brother killed himself, but depression isn't real.
Your brother went through the thing you don't believe in, which is why he probably self-deleted.
But depression isn't real.
But depression ain't real.
All you got to do is work out and get your money up.
Like I said, hypocrisy is just
money can buy you happiness.
Yes.
That's what he believes.
I mean, there's a lot of male celebrities that have offed themselves with this.
And mind you, this man was homeless living in his car.
Yep.
Listening to grown-ass men say, do this and you'll get money.
And all he's
And
done.
what did he do to get money? He got a fucking job.
The advice that they think that these Manosphere men are giving them is free. But they're throwing away their whole life, giving away whatever dime they got left to listen.
To get advice from a grown-ass man who's very clearly scamming them.
Who did not get money the way he's teaching you how to get money.
No, all those trading tips and Telegram groups you in and premium subscriptions you get to learn how to trade didn't do shit for you.
Yep.
But the only thing that worked was getting a job at fucking Planet Fitness or wherever you got a job at.
However they're telling you how to get money, it's not how they got rich. Yeah, and those incels were filming themselves working out and trying to like showcase like, this is what a high value man looks like. Your titties are flapping in the wind, sir.
Mind you, women still ain't gonna check for your goofy ass.
Then we get to our final person.
This poor boy who ended up falling victim to this bullshit. He started off like every teen
that wants to be a YouTuber.
Call of Duty videos.
Yeah.
Call of Duty videos, and then he's switching to like giving his opinions on certain things.
Religion, race.
And it escalated. Just took off misogyny, sexism. And I'm like, what was the shift? Like, what happened?
Because he was affiliated with like Mr. Beast in his earlier years and doing like
his content was very wholesome,
very constructed,
very wholesome,
very wholesome constructed video essays.
But somewhere, something happened and it just shifted into that red pill bullshit.
Sneeko has always had this issue where he doesn't know his own identity.
Yeah,
he latches onto the coolest thing at that moment.
And you could tell, like, that's not really who he is.
The reason why he was doing Mr. Beast-esque content, because he was around Mr. Beast. And then he saw what Fresh and Fit was doing, started doing that. He saw what Andrew Tate was doing, and got really into it. He even started cosplaying as Andrew Tate. It was bad. And not only is Sneeko one of the faces of the Manosphere, he's also one of the victims of it as well, because he fell.
Yep, he's their child, basically, their son.
He fell into it. He's the baby brother. He's the fourth Jonas brother nobody gives a shit about.
Not too much on
Exactly.
I used to know his name.
One of the most viral videos of Sneeko is him sitting with the agent from AMP, and they're talking about how his girl at the time, they went to this sex party, and he got cucked.
Jesus!
That became like the ammo everybody used against him.
I didn't even know about that.
Oh,
I didn't even see it.
Oh yeah.
What is it, like on YouTube, TikTok?
It was on YouTube. People resurface it all the time whenever they want to like make a video essay about Sneeko's downfall and all that. Because it's a big part of his story.
Wait, can I see it?
It's a big part of his story.
I feel like I'm missing out on so much lore on these dudes.
I've seen her fuck other men, and it's just like that was. Imagine seeing the girl you love like
get fucked.
You love her? I think it's something everybody should do just to test. I know. You know,
everybody should try getting cucked at least once.
Just to see how they feel about it. Yeah, just to see.
What is going on, Lord?
Yeah, that moment was just like that was just the rock everybody was ready to throw at him. Anytime he was trying to like talk down on anybody else, they'd be like, "You're a cuck."
Shit, and it sounded like she was getting loud. Shit.
And yeah, he explains in the story how after watching that man just do 3 pumps, he was devastated. The fucking barely started. He just, and he was just hurt. The sex barely started, and he was just torn.
This is crazy.
The fucked up part was, Sneeko was in the bed. He's sitting on the edge. He's sitting on the edge of the bed.
Stop. Please say sack right now. So this is Sneeko, right? This is him, and they behind him, and he's just watching.
Yeah, after 3 pumps, he had to get up and leave.
Oh.
And it ain't doggy, and it ain't doggy. It was missionary. She making full eye contact with the bitch. She making full eye contact with this man pumping iron.
And he on the edge of the bed.
And he on the edge.
I feel like this is worse than the cup chair because you're on the bed with them and you're feeling the rock the boat. This is worse. I'm sorry. This is worse. Nigga, you got played.
He felt bad for cheating. He felt bad that he was having his cake and eat it too. So he's like, go get yours. And then when he saw her get hers, it hurt his feelings.
Tale as old as time.
Tale as old as fucking time. But yeah, that was one of the biggest pillars of his red pill journey.
I feel like that needs to be a separate video about men doing that shit. Because it's so funny when it happens. I'm sorry, wait. Hold on. Side quest. Hold on. It's so funny when men do that shit, when they cheat or they want to open the relationship because they still want to get theirs, right? And have a partner. And then when they don't get shit and the wife's profile is booming, she going on date after date after date, and he's sitting his ass at home like, where are you going? I'm going on a date. Oh, I'll be here waiting up for you. Oh no, don't wait up. Oh. Okay. I love it.
But Sneeko's cuck story aligns with what we talk about in the Manosphere, where it's okay if they do it, but the moment it happens to them, they try to hide it, or they try to treat it like they're the victim. This is why I see Sneeko as like an idiot, but also a victim at the same time. This is because Sneeko chooses to align himself with these red pill idiots. He chooses this.
Yeah.
But then he gets mad when they don't help him. Fresh had this whole story about how he had a threesome in Miami, right? It was, Moist Critical saw that story, called it out for the bullshit that it was, and Sneeko decided to cape for Fresh. Sneeko is balls deep into the Manosphere ideology at this point. So as he was defending Fresh, he pulls out a picture of Moist and his girlfriend. He says like, see his girlfriend? This is his girl. He's in a monogamous relationship. So he doesn't understand what's actually going on with high value men and how they get down and all that. So yeah.
What?
Yeah.
How does that even make sense?
If you've seen like Fresh's personality, you can tell this man needed to get rich in order to get girls.
You could just look at him and tell that.
He ain't got game like that. He needed the clout.
And he ain't the best looking either.
He ain't the best looking either, which is also a big factor in it as well. But because Sneeko defended Fresh, then Moist Critical had to go after his ass. And then he exposed the cuck video. But yeah, their beef escalated to something crazy. Like it escalated to Sneeko going on his stream and like holding guns and mags for his gun, being like, "You want to watch my clips, Moist? Watch these clips." And he's like playing anti-Semitic Kanye music in the back and.
Not the Donda album.
Yeah. And yeah. Sneeko's. Wow. So yeah. Sneeko's journey.
That's some crazy lore. Not gonna hold.
Sneeko. I'm telling you, Sneeko.
I did not know all of this.
Yeah, Sneeko's journey through the Manosphere has been a roller coaster.
How do you get here from Call of Duty?
It's an evil world we live in.
But Lewis wants to figure out where Sneako's at in life as a former red pill guy. Former. I'm putting quotes on former because he still hangs out with Myron and Fresh and Nick Fuentes and all these people that he claims don't have his interest in heart.
And he just added conspiracy theories to that equation.
Yeah, now he's a big old
huge conspiracy theorist. Mind you,
anti-Semitic conspiracy
he
theorist.
learned about conspiracy theories that we already were talking about back in fucking 2009, 2010. Talking about, look at all the celebrities doing this with their eye or covering their left eye. And, nigga, that's old news. That is old, stale tea. We've been talking about that way back then.
But this is what I mean when I say Sneako doesn't have an identity. By the time he tries to figure out something to latch on,
we moved on.
Yes.
That shit is old news.
Sneako has admitted himself that once he saw the red pill wave was dying down, he jumped ship. Which means he admitted he's a grifter. You knew this would just get you more attention if you started saying the same talking points as all these other Manosphere idiots. You didn't believe in what you were preaching, except when it comes to the Jews, apparently.
Child.
So it's like HS was representing like the hypocrisy that goes with the Manosphere. Justin and Myron represent the fake image that is presented, but behind closed doors, they're actually lying about. They're actually lying about their relationships. And Sneako represents
the new generation.
The new generation of kids that are heavily influenced and become a product of what they watched and are just lost souls. In fact, there's a clip of Sneako's interacting and encountering his young fan base.
Women, fuck the women. What? No. We love women.
What? Not like transgenders. All gays should die.
And the thing was, Lewis didn't, like you said, didn't have to dig that deep.
Nope.
Everything that Lewis was exposing and learning, we already knew.
Yeah.
Like the whole red pill wave was dying 3 years ago. We know what's up. We know these niggas is frauds. We know they don't actually follow what they preach to these people. We know it was just about the money for them. The red pill community and OF women both profit off a man's insecurity and desire to feel valued. When he's subscribing to that OF, he feels desired. He feels seen because he feels like this exclusive content is just for him. And when they go to those chats and those alpha male podcasts and throw $100 to
just so they can get their comment read,
yeah,
it's the same thing.
They feel valued. They feel seen.
They saw my comment. They read it. You have to give up $100 in order to do that.
It's an evil world we live in.
It was funny to watch because these dudes really think they're the main character. Because all four of these dudes thought the documentary was just about them. They didn't realize that they were components for a much larger discussion. So when it came out, they're like,
they were pissed.
They were pissed and they're like,
especially that tiki-taki dude.
He made a hit piece on me. They're like, no, you just provided him the material he needed to prove why the Manosphere is stupid.
Yep.
HS is currently arrested.
Nah, he got off on bail, I believe.
He got off on bail, but at the time of filming, he was on the run.
Yeah.
He was on the run because, he crashed his car
and he fled.
He did the race. So when Lewis was filming that documentary with HS, he was supposed to be hiding from the police.
He was off in another country or something.
The last thing I want to do is get in front of cameras.
Is he gonna make his money?
Like
he has a stream, sun up to sundown.
Like you can't run from the law and put a camera in front of you. That's.
But again, do we expect these people to have brains?
Young men, please stop relying on these type of people to show you what it means to be a man.
Fathers, get in the homes. Fathers, stay in the homes.
In fact, if you feel like you're not fit to be a father, strap up.
Simple as that.
I promise you that cream pie is not worth the negligence you're going to place on that child later on. The stunted growth that they got to go through because you decided I'm not ready to be a man.
Everything these red pillars are telling you not to do, they are doing it.
Mm-hmm. If they're telling you single mothers are leftovers and recreational use only, guess what? They're dating a single mom at that right now. And as for you ladies that keep going on these shows and keep giving these
talking about for clout and all that, you're not getting clout off of this.
Stop.
You're not. Nobody's following you off of this.
This is a humiliation ritual.
It is.
Every time y'all go on there, stop giving these niggas content.
You are not gonna blow up.
You're not. Stop giving these men content. Stop giving them a chance to push more harm into
and degrade you.
Yeah. The less advantage they have to use people, the quicker they're gonna get out of here. That's we as the consumers have the power.
And we're almost there. We're almost there.
Yep. These red pill manosphere niggas are imploding as we speak. So just let them die in the corner. Let them sit in the corner screaming at nothing.
Yep. Let them just keep screaming at that brick wall.
Yep. Let them just wriggle and thrash in their straitjacket, saying women are the problem. But let us know what y'all think if you watched the documentary, if you were thinking about watching it, and this gave you the
the push.
And this gave you the push to check it out because it really was good. Lewis is a really good documentator. Shout out to Lewis. Shout out to Jennifer Freed. Shout out to Teresa. Shout out to all of y'all that sat through this.
And shout out to the women, the girlies. Happy Women's Month. Yep.
That's right.
Fuck these niggas.
Ooh, yes.
Including you.
Hey.
The nigga, I'm sorry.
Hey, it is what it is. We're gonna have a video essay coming up for the show Tell Me Lies.
Oh my God.
Bear with us.
We need time.
We need time to mentally, emotionally, spiritually prepare to talk about that show.
Blood of Jesus.
Hey, listen. Even the Manosphere was heaven sent.
Bye. We're done.
See y'all later.